Hi, it's Larry here, Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I'm here with Jörg Newman, who's the executive producer of Screamride. Now, if you don't know what Screamride is, you probably saw the trailer earlier this year at Gamescom, right, Jörg?
That's right.
Now, the trailer itself, people stopped and looked and said, wait a minute, what is this? It looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon. It looks like, I don't know what I'm looking at. So what are we looking at?
We're looking at the latest game from Frontier Developments. So if you know anything about Frontier, they're super well known in the roller coaster genre. And we've worked with them for a while. We've worked with them on Connectimals and some other Connect games just recently on Zoo Tycoon. And when we talked to them about what's the next thing, what are we doing? We obviously said, hey, how about a roller coaster game? And at the same time, there was something that made the rounds on the internet. It was called the Centrifuge Brain Project,
Okay.
which was this crazy concoctions of rides and basically throwing you into the sky. And we're like, that's cool.
Okay.
So we said, why don't we take your expertise in roller coaster games and just take it over the top, make an action game out of it, and go crazy.
So let's talk about that for a second, because how do you make an action game out of a roller coaster? Because you're a roller coaster game. Because in Roller Coaster Tycoon, you're building them and you're kind of constructing them. So what are the components of this game?
So it's create, just like a regular roller coaster game. You can create whatever crazy coasters you want, and we took it to an extreme, like hundreds and hundreds of meters high, and just death-defying rolls and things like that. So create, ride it, so you can ride them yourself, and then you can destroy whatever you build.
Can you give me some examples?
For destruction?
Yeah.
Yeah, destruction, you can basically destroy anything, but you have to be smart about it.
Okay.
So buildings, for example, have weak points, and you can see that in the textures. For example, some are made out of metal. If you run into that, you're not going to do well.
Bad things will happen.
But you can go into a pillar that might be made out of just regular stone, crash straight to the pillar, and then this gigantic building comes down. And this, in the industry, it's never been done like this before, ever. Like, there's a level of destruction in this game, it's unprecedented.
Okay.
And then there's another pillar, which is share. So in this game, you can basically build anything. You can build the environment, build the coasters, build the amusement rides, share them with your friends, and then everybody can have fun together riding them or blowing them up.
And then after you build this, then obviously you said you can ride it.
You can ride it.
And
so
then-
you can go, if you've played Trials at all, it's a lot like that. So you can go take them wheelies or burn out. That was the inspiration. Let's go make these crazy rides, ride them, take them to the edge. You can totally flip them over and fly out. You can jump and make flips in the air. So it's very dynamic, and that's never been done in a coaster game, so it's extra cool. And then you can build it in such a way that you crash straight into buildings, so you can crash into other things, and there's an audience down there that applauds you, and you get greater screen points from the people that fly off.
Jörg, you talked about building building your roller coaster. How is that going to work? 'Cause, I mean, maybe I'm not the most creative type. What kind of tools are you giving us in the toolbox?
The great thing about Frontier is that they're experts in this area with roller coaster and all those games that they made. They're building people through and through. So the key is always great tools, and we have great tools. It's super easy. With the coasters themselves, it's essentially a spline, and you can twist them and you can loop them up and things like that. It's as easy as pie. The buildings, we have a very streamlined interface. You can basically build like Legos. We added something that the roller coaster community, if there's such a thing, has been waiting for forever. There's amusement rides. So it's basically the spinners and the gravity rides and all those types of things that fling you forward.
Right.
It's the first time you can build those yourself.
Okay.
So there's a tool that makes that, so pretty awesome. And then you can make, in those levels, you can actually set up all the triggers. You can make your own campaign if you want and share that on Xbox Live. People can download and play. We give the players the same editor that the game was made in.
Right.
And we don't want to spend that much time either. So we made it very simple
Right.
and powerful.
So this is exclusive to Xbox. So you're going to Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
That's right.
And you're going to be able to do all this awesome stuff. What more can you tell us before I let you go?
It's awesome.
Okay.
That's the whole point we said. This game, the first time you see it, people need to say, this is awesome, I want to play. Make them scream.
When are we going to hear screaming? When is the game coming out?
It's coming out in the spring.
All right. Thank you very much, Jörg.
Thank you.